Hi friends, this is Annie from We Love Miniatures. Today I will show you how to make a miniature domino game from my download digital file, which can be bought on Etsy. I will put a link in the comment below. This is how your paper will look when you have downloaded the file and printed on ordinary copy paper. I have included all the terms of use here. You will have to use a pair of scissors or two, your tweezers, and a needle tool. You can also use a needle, a ruler, and a glue stick. I also use a tacky glue for assembling the box, and then a ink pad, brown ink pad for aging the edges and corners if you want that look. Now I have cut out the three parts for the box and tiles, and I'm going to glue it onto a small piece of cardstock. I have chosen a pale yellow one, but you can also use a white as well, or cream color. This is going to be the inside of your box lid and the back side of your tiles. Be careful to apply the glue to the whole piece and press it down firmly with a finger when you don't want any air bubbles. You want it to be smooth and attached to the cardstock all over. When all pieces are done, I recommend that you leave it to dry for a few minutes before you start cutting. Now it's time to draw with your needle tool along the lines where the box is going to be folded. Be careful to do it quite accurately. I didn't do with this line, but it's important because your boxes have to fit. Your bottom has to fit inside the lid when done. Now you are going to fold the edges where you just drew with your needle tool. And again, it's important to be careful to do it quite accurate. I use a tacky glue for gluing the box corners and a toothpick. I forgot to say that you needed a toothpick for applying glue. Toothpicks are my favorite tool when making miniatures. They are cheap and you can use them for a lot of things. Like this, I use the toothpick to press down the corners so they attach. And same procedure with the lid. Small amount of glue. It's important that you get your corners very accurately. You want your lid to fit your bottom of the box. And voila, a finished box. If you want your box to look old and aged, used, you can give it an aged look with an ink pad going along all the edges and corners with a brown ink. You can also use shoe polish or acrylic paint, but I prefer to use ink pads. This one is an old one and it doesn't apply a lot of color. If you have a totally brand new ink pad, you might go for making some samples on a piece of paper before using it on your box. And you can use a small sponge or something to apply a small amount of ink. This is the final look of the aged domino game. And now it is time to make the content of the box, the tiny domino tiles. First you have to cut out every piece. There are 60 tiles. And you cut them out, each and every one. And again, if you want your game to look brand new, you just leave them like this. But if you want your game to look aged, you do the same procedure as on your box with an ink pad and color every tiny tile. Okay, so you get your ink pad and your tweezers and pick up the tile with your tweezers and rub it into the ink pad on all 4 sides. And that was the first one. 59 to go. While doing this, just enjoy it, because it's quite a therapeutic process. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye for now.